Hey, friends, colleagues, and critics, welcome back to another edition of TJ Plays FIFA. This particular one, I'm going through the tournament that just came up with is the Dream Crushers. We have to have an all-German team, and on top of that, I decided since I have such problems generating offense and lose all these 1-0 matches or 2-1 matches, that I would start experimenting a little bit with three in the back. And see if my defensive skills translate if only having three or if I need those four back there, yada, yada, yada. So here are a few runs with my three at the back German team and some commentary to go along with it. So let me know what you think. So here's the team I threw together. Pumpkin Gomez close up top, Goetze with Royce and the Mule. I got my three solid German center backs with Hummels, Boateng, and Rudiger. So we're hoping this with Lahm and Schweinsteiger support, this is a pretty good looking, again, three at the back team. I don't hit very many three in the back teams, so it was kind of weird seeing one, but thought we would have a battle of the three at the back. So I liked the squad that I had, similar to his, but I thought I had a little bit better goaltending and some better back line, so we'll see. So here we are towards the end of the first half. Trying to generate, being more patient, trying to hold the ball a little bit more, and there's my Pumpkin Gomez. He's going to get a shot off, and Wildenfelder stones him, and that was kind of the feel. Then I got this close, easy steal. Now maybe I should have gone in a little bit further. That might have been me, kind of freaking out a little bit too much to end up with that, but eventually get a nice little over-the-top ball to Gomez. Also was shut down there, which I thought was a pretty good strike. So Sam had a few pretty good shots. Then we had this of course Mario taking a swipe, but nowhere near. Here we are in a little bit of a transition-y, after his goal kick, and worked it in here, had a pretty good shot, and finally Sam's able to put one away. Not the person on the squad I anticipated having much going on, was kind of in there just to, because I was close, did not end up working out very well, and then, these are the goals that I get burnt on all the time. I do my best to hold on to possession, things like that, and it's just one little mistake, and again, overcommitted there, aside from a bad pass from Gomez that gets this started, and he just sprints right in and scores. So that's, my bad. On the other hand, the idea that this game, pays off those types of moves, whereas, moving the ball around and things like that are not necessarily given the same kind of accuracy. And here's just another, hi, I'm Royce, and I'm going to sprint through, and bam. This, again, on me, I'm not able to stop it, but it's just so frustrating. 11 shots, 7 on target, got one in. He had 3 shots, 2 on target, and scored 3 goals. So, game's a little bit busted, in my opinion. But whatever, I'm still playing it. Matter of fact, here's game 2. I go with the same squad. Again, 3 at the back. This time we end up facing a 4 at the back. Again, this informed close is making a lot of appearances. The second game in a row. Sam is on a lot of these squads just because the lack of pace that the Germans have for the most part, I guess, ends up putting a few of these along with Biabiani and things like that. Here's a pretty little play. Gomez is able to slot it home underneath the keeper. Not exactly the strongest of shots, but it went in the goal. Then it's more awesome pumpkinness, send it through, bounces off his heel, which turns into a transition where I steal the ball, try to clear it, and it does not clear. I'm hitting the B button. I don't know what else I could do there, but sometimes those goals just happen. So again, trying to be safe, maintain possession, do a build-up, and went ahead and decided to take a shot, had some space, and Goetze puts one away for me, so cannot complain too much there. Here we are working it in, and I decided, well, it worked good the first time and almost worked good the second time, put it off of the woodwork. So, and then this happens. Now, he subs out to bring in Boateng, so I guess as far as the long throw, and I was not anticipating this. You'll see he takes Keebling there in the middle and kind of runs him around down to the dot in the box, and eventually gets this the running throw in, which turns into this. I'll let one of the replays go. Never had that one happen to me before, and relatively, kind of shocking. But on the kickoff, he ends up in the same spot. This is the next throw in. He does the same thing, and because I have their names above their heads, I wouldn't tell that was Boateng just because of my soccer knowledge. So I now know that his center back is up the field all the way. So I also know he's probably going to try to put it into the box. And so my whole thing is, I anticipate I can get down the field faster than Boateng get back in position. And I've got a streaking Sam there, and I put it on him and go ahead and slot it home before I can get caught up. Probably need to get into the box. That's not necessarily a high percentage shot, but he was able to put it away. Felt pretty good about myself knowing that, hey, I took advantage of a weakness that I saw. Smart gamesmanship. And then some stuff like this ends up going down. So trying to do some build up and just a terrible pass on my part, as well as put a little zip on it. Saved the ball right back on closest feet, surrounded by 3 jerseys, and puts it in. There we are, 3-3, probably going into extra time. What with extra time here, and then somehow decides to pass it backwards instead of forwards. Lahm is able to free it up, tries to clear it out, and then we get this 90th minute extra time and have just about enough time to kick the ball off and game over. So there we are. Stats on this one a little bit more together, except possession I'm always ahead, but I'm not able to convert that into wins. So it's got to be something that I'm working on. So game 3. So far we are 0-2, so here we go with, I'm guessing, all attribute cards on, Gomez and Royce and Mueller, Schweinsteiger, and his crew. And to be quite honest, then it's raining, so that's always a nice bonus. So Gomez trying to push it through, end up getting a little bit lucky here, and I get to take advantage. Of course, trying to find the open, guy, making that extra pass. Been watching a lot of Japes. The thing I really notice about him is that he makes that extra pass versus kind of taking some shots. And then here, how that's onside, and then is just able to kind of just ease in, and just too easy. I don't know, and if that's a 3 at the back issue or what. But here we go again. I figure I'm relatively large. I knock him off. I try to clear the ball. Instead, I just kind of touch it so that his Mario can be super, and my Mario is what we would consider, I think, lackluster at best. That was a pass, and ends up just cruising right by. Here we go, Royce. I'm doing a whole lot of skill moves to nowhere. Ends up with a relatively piss-poor shot off of somebody right to Weldenfeller, like he knew it was going to be a ricochet. So, whatever. Here's Sam getting a bit across, trying to take advantage a little bit of that pace, short up and get a shot on goal, but I'm not able to get that rebound. Here we are getting somewhat abused by their midfield, but I do get a seeing squirrel kind of pass forward, tip it around, and right before the 18-yard box. Unable to put it away with Mario. Pretty good shot, pretty good save. Here we are coming in, and Hummel's able to run right across. That's something that maybe if I take a ball roll to the left or some such, that'd be pretty good. So here we are, getting a little bit lucky fighting through, but get my through ball over the top, which I need to stop being so used to. Gomez makes a nice move, is able to slot one away to get us tied up here in the 81st minute, which takes us into extra time. But, I need to just hit some regular old through balls, not always popping them up. That one needed to be with the slide in. Gomez has it, slowly making his way over. Nice little pass, little fake shot. Sam turns, fires, and is denied. Try to use Royce again to do a little dance, but does not end up leading to a chance. So we go into a little bit more extra time. Again, relatively close, but still kind of frustrating. And then this is where those attribute cards, that's what I want to claim it on, just take effect, because I feel like maybe the three at the back, they end up wearing out a lot faster because Boateng there makes a terrible mistake. Not as much, part of that's on me, but part of that, your player's got to be able to like grab the ball and then kick the ball, and it seems like he ought to be able to do that. And then here's Gomez again, slow as can be, goes through, gets one through Neuer, the very rare, just right in Neuer's face and into the goal, and so that puts us down 4. But we're not going to give up. We're going to keep kind of pushing. Here's Sam, and denied. And that turns out to be one of my last great chances. Pretty close, 12 shots, 10 on target. He had 8 at 58% possession over 42. Now more tackles, but I'm getting better at that. More consistent on my pass and shot accuracy. So hopefully this eventually will start turning into some wins. So there you have it. 3 losses out of 3 attempts at this first cup. Decided to throw them in there even though they're not wins. I'd much rather show you wins. I feel better about myself. But if anything should be made clear here is that, my skill level, and I'm working on getting better, and a lot of times you can learn more from losses. I had some real careless passes there. 3 at the back did not turn out as well for me, especially later on in matches. And so those are things that I'm kind of hopefully taking from this to make better. Maybe you can see some of the mistakes that I made and learn from it, or understand some of that, or take advantage of some of the things my opponent did, i.e. some of those sprint runs and things like that, areas that I need to probably take more advantage of moving forward as well. So a little salty, feeling like I'm playing much better FIFA here lately, but cannot put together some wins. So, we're going to probably take another run at this tournament, probably put 4 at the back, see what we can do. So stay tuned for that episode, and let me know what you think in the comments, or any ideas or suggestions for getting better. I would love to hear them. So thanks for checking it out, and as always, peace.